Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Yakumo, Yumi, and Wands. Happy birthday to you! Yay! Today I am making birthday gifts for all of my friends because 2024 has been one of those years. Like, I don't want to say it's been like the worst year and I just can't wait for it to be over because I never like rushing time, but it definitely has been a year. First I was taking care of my grandmother, and then sadly she passed away, and then I had to deal with all the aftermath of that was my family, and then it was depression, and then after that, well, okay, I admit I was being lazy. I took a break and played some Kingdom Hearts. And then after that I got sick, and then I got better, and then I got sick again. I don't even know what that was last time. I think it was like food poisoning or something. All we do know is it wasn't like the hooey fooey or any of the major flus. But finally, I am well, and I was able to whip these together. So first up is my friend Yakumo, who has been one of my dearest friends for a long time. And ever since I did that Misato style challenge, which is something that I was doing like in between that whole whatever you want to call it that I just mentioned, I thought it would be so fun to draw my version of Misato for that anime or video game, whatever. I'm doing a video game right now, but I said anime. With their OCs from that. So for Yakumo, I was originally gonna do My Hero Academia, but then I realized, wait, I wasn't quite. I don't know if she likes My Hero Academia still. She has an OC for My Hero Academia, but I wasn't sure if she likes it still. But so I decided to go the route of Kingdom Hearts, which frankly I really did enjoy because I like drawing Misato in the Kingdom Hearts style. I had a lot of fun doing that, and it was really fun drawing her character. Chair. It sounds. I'm not even gonna pretend to pronounce it because it's on the tip of my tongue, but the only thing that's coming out is Cherry, and that's the name of the little dream eater creature who's oh so adorable, and I just want to eat up, and I want a plushie of. But I think it's something very similar to that. Anyway, I'm just gonna call it her Cherry for the sake of this video. I don't think it's that though. If it is, then you have very good foresight, Yakumo. You predicted a Kingdom Hearts character's name. I actually made a Kingdom Hearts prediction a long time ago. I said in ignorance that the Keyblade that Sora gets in Kingdom Hearts 1, Divine Rose. Oh, I said that would be Marluxia's Keyblade if he had a Keyblade, and my brother just kind of scoffed at me and laughed because he was like, nah, they don't get it. Organization members don't have Keyblades. This is just Sora's. And then Divine Rose turned out to be Marluxia's Keyblade. Vindicated! Anyway, like I said, this is about the gift. I gotta say, I had so much fun drawing, I can't say it, I can't say the name. I had so much fun drawing her OC. She's so pretty, and she has such a beautiful design and a beautiful Keyblade. I got this giant, clunky, like, I like how I drew Misato in Kingdom Hearts style, but I am not happy with her Keyblade. It's like this giant, clunky mess that's supposed to look like a tablet pen mixed with ClipstudioPaint. It was just something that I came up with, and it's awful. But her Keyblade is so lovely, and like I said, I had a very fun time drawing the two of them, and I was really trying my bestest ever to mimic the Kingdom Hearts style. I still don't got it where it's perfect, but it doesn't look awful. Let's just put it that way. And like I said, Yakumo's been my very best friend, one of my very best friends for a long time now, and I really, really wanted to give her a gift. I actually have always been giving her gifts late because I accidentally got her birthday mixed up. It's in September. Even though it's on her DeviantArt, it's posted right there, I always thought it was like December 9th or something. I think it was because I was just getting mixed up with, September being the 9th month of the year, and so I was thinking, okay, 9. And I knew there was a 9, but I knew it was September, so I just kind of thought it was, okay, it's September 9th, but it's not. It's earlier than that. So actually, this entire time I've been giving her gifts late, but this time it was really late, because, like, for all the reasons that I mentioned. So I am hoping that you don't mind that. And, well, to be honest, all my friends have been saying, like, I mentioned it to Yakumo, I mentioned it to Nebula, I wished them happy birthday, and I apologized for their birthday presents being late, and they were just so sweet and understanding, and they were like, oh, it's fine, and stuff like that. And I was, like, talking to my mom a while back, too, as I felt bad that the presents were all late, and she was just like, well, you can't control everything, just do your best. And I'm just like, well, I do care. I do care that my gifts are late. This is like the number one thing. Well, it's like, it's, well, not the number one thing. It's like the one thing I can do for my friends to show them how much I appreciate them, and I really do. So I like to give them on time. And when I don't, I get a little disappointed in myself. Especially if I've been drawing everything too. Like, I did have time to draw the Misato style challenge, but that was also because I think it was like in a little bit of my I was doing it in between my binging of Kingdom Hearts playing. Well, I don't know why I'm saying Kingdom Hearts, it was just Birth by Sleep. It was just Birth by Sleep. So I was doing it in between that, and then also I think I did a little bit of it when I was sick the first time. So I managed to pull that out, but then I was like, oh, okay, I did that, so why can't I do the gifts? But it's just like, I couldn't. But like I said, in the end, words, what are they? I have no idea. Anyway, like I said, I was gonna do My Hero Academia, because I really did have fun drawing her in the My Hero Academia style as well. But I'm not 100%, like, for me, in my case, like, I still do enjoy the earlier seasons of My Hero Academia, but I'm not a big fan of the series currently. So in the end, I went for Kingdom Hearts, and I'm glad, and I really do like how this turned out. Next is Yumi, or NebulaEstella, and for her, I made her lovely Kimetsu no Yaiba OC. Sure, I knew right from the beginning that I wanted to do Kimetsu no Yaiba. Her OC's name is Yuki. Darn it, I forgot the last name. Yuki something. Yuki, it starts with an A. I can't. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Anyway, I knew right from the beginning that I wanted to do, Kimetsu no Yaiba for her, and that's because it's very fun drawing in the Kimetsu no Yaiba style. It's very fun drawing Misato in the Kimetsu no Yaiba style, and I drew her once, and I was trying to mimic the Kimetsu no Yaiba style, but it looks awful because it looks horribly rushed, because it kind of was. So I'm like, this is my redemption arc. I can do it good now, and I think I really did do it. The background could have been a little bit better. I was trying to mimic the Blu-ray DVD artwork that's in the volumes of Japan, for Japan, I mean, and they're really, really gorgeous, and I think I did a fairly good job in trying to replicate it. I forgot a texture, actually, though, and I'll fix it when I actually upload this to my socials, and get the texture in there, but there's kind of like a grainy texture on the artwork in the Blu-ray / DVD volumes, so I'm gonna try to mimic that. That snowflake hilt was so hard, but it was so fun at the same time. Her hair was also really fun to draw. It was kind of a little difficult because I couldn't really find... So, for Misato, she was easy for me to draw because I had several characters who had hair types that I viewed that would be similar to what hers would be like. In the case of Misato, it would be Iguro. His hair is very similar to how I would imagine Misato's being in Kimetsu no Yaiba. With Yuki's, hers is like very big and wavy, and I couldn't really find anyone who looked exactly like that. Because like with Shinobu, her hair is up. With Mitsuri's, I've only seen it in braids, and it's very distinct braids. I actually used to not like Mitsuri's Kanroji's design. I actually hated it, but then it really grew on me. It's the same thing as Ochako or Raka from My Hero Academia. I used to hate them designs, but after I saw them and saw their personalities and really saw what they were like in action, I was like, it actually changed my opinion on the designs, and I actually really do like them a lot. Anyway, like I said, drawing Kimetsu no Yaiba style is very fun. It's very much of a challenge, but also a nice challenge to mimic all the thick lines and the coloring. Everything about that show's style is really pretty. That's one of the things I like about Kimetsu no Yaiba the most, is the animation and the art. Very gorgeous. Peek! And it was very fun coloring her hair. To get the color looking just right of how it would look like in Kimetsu no Yaiba style, I actually took an image of Kanroji and just kind of scaled the color around. That was the, the slider tool, or whatever you want to call it, and I ended up getting the color from there, so that way I could get it just right. And of course, I used the reference sheet too. I would say probably the hardest part about this drawing for Yuki was the Hari. Not so much was the coloring, but the design. I wanted to get the snowflakes just right. I also added a little bit of like a mist kind of pattern. That's not on the original character. I added that, just a little something in my own flair. I thought it would look really pretty. Hopefully you do not mind. And hopefully it doesn't look awful. But I think it does. I think it looks pretty nice. I said it, I think it does look awful. I think it looks nice. Because it kind of is like, oh, wintry wind. I didn't check her reference sheet because I saved this reference picture a long time ago, so I didn't actually go on DeviantArt and look at her her profile. So I forget if this is would be snow breathing or ice breathing. I forget which one it is. I'm gonna assume snow because you got like the snowflakes going on. And then you have my girl, Misato Yoshiko, and her, if she had to use any existing, breath style, it would probably be love breathing. I know, Mitsuru Kanroji uses her fancy katana for it, but, I did look it up in the wiki, and you can use a normal katana for it. So she would probably use love breathing if it was any existing one. Well, not probably, she would. But if it was anyone that I was to make up myself, then it would be ink. And I actually wrote down like little moves and what they would be like and stuff just for fun. I don't really play with OCs for different series. It's just something that I've never been able to do because I always think it's cringe when I do it. Like, I like it whenever people do it, but when I'm doing it, I just find it cringe. So I don't really do it that often, but I did do it that time, and I wrote some fan fiction down for her, and it's corny. I'm not showing it, but I like it, and that's what's important. And I really do like how her Hari turned out. The only thing is that her Hari is based off of her hoodie, and I haven't revealed it yet, but I am changing up Misato's hoodie. So the hood of her cat, her famous Kuroneku hoodie, the hood will no longer be cyan, it will be black, and the cat ears will be cyan. It's to make it look a little bit less colorful. Anyway, the next present's for Wads, and I didn't really have much in mind. I just thought it would be fun to make a little chibi him of as Knight. And I kind of based off of a Crusading Knight because I thought it would be funny if he was just kind of lifting up the helmet to take a drink. And I originally was going to make him sipping on the soda. I asked him what his favorite soda was. I first thought it was a beer, but then he said no, it was a soft drink. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I was going to make him sipping on it, but I didn't make the hand high enough for the straw to reach. And then I thought, okay, I'm like the straw really long. But then I just like, that looks silly. So I just decided to make him with just the soda there and then make him with this expression. It was originally going to be happy, like a smiling expression, but then I remembered who I was drawing, and Wad's never happy. So I decided to just make him annoyed. And in the end, I had a lot of fun coloring this one. I actually did it pretty much in just 1 hour, maybe less. I was listening to some audiobooks. I'm trying to find this one not an audiobook. I'm trying to find this one fairy tale, but I can't remember it. All I know is the details is a guy falls in love with a girl. She doesn't like him because he's too dirt poor, so she ends up marrying somebody else. But then years later, he finds her a wreck and poor, and she's got a daughter. She dies, and then he takes in her daughter. I think it's Hans Christian Andersen. But anyway, I couldn't find it anyway, and I was getting annoyed by Google because it wouldn't tell me what it was. But whatever. Anyway, I had a lot of fun coloring it. I was just going for a really simple, really smooth coloring. Hopefully you like it, Wads, and there you go. That's all the birthday presents. I hope everyone enjoyed them. Thank you, everyone, for being my friends, and I will hope to see you guys all next time. And I have some Christmas gifts coming up next, so bye!